Welcome to the Waiting Room Unlocked, where we keep it real, raw, and unfiltered. This ain't just another podcast. We're unlocking the truth behind incarceration, second chances, and the story the world needs to hear. I'm your host, Ashley Culpepper, a prison wife, a transformational life coach, and a woman who knows what it means to wait, to fight, and to believe in something that is bigger than myself. So I gotta ask you, are you ready to unlock the truth? If you're listening right now, that means you feel me. You understand what it means to wait, to hold down your person, to love them beyond the prison walls, to fight for a future that society tells you that it ain't possible. And if you ever been on the inside, then you know the struggle. You know what it feels like to be counted out, to be forgotten, to wonder if life will ever be the same when you get out. And I need you to hear me when I say this. You are not alone. This podcast is for us, the ones that are still standing, the ones still believing, and the ones rewriting the story. Now, let me introduce myself properly. I am Ashley Culpepper, and yes, I am a proud prison wife. I am waiting on my husband, Tonshad, to come home after serving 15 years. Yes, you heard me right. 15 years. But let me tell you something. This man is not just surviving. He is thriving. He went in as a young teen who made some mistakes, but he's coming home as a leader, a mentor, a businessman, and also a man of God. But my story didn't start with him. I gotta tell y'all, I became a mom when I ran away at the age of 14, and I became pregnant at the age of 15. I ran the streets, I made my own mistakes, and I got caught up in situations that should have broken me. I was abandoned, I was homeless, even trafficked at one point of my life, but God had another plan. And through that journey, I found my purpose to help women just like me to speak life into the broken and to show you that your past does not define your future. Now, let me tell you about my king, my rock, my best friend, Tonshad, because people love to ask me, Ashley, how did you end up marrying a man in prison? And let me tell you, it wasn't some random love story. This was God ordained. When I met Tonshad, I saw a man who had been counted out, a man the system thought would never make it, but I also saw his heart, his growth, and his purpose. And he saw me not just as a single mom, not just as a woman with all this baggage, but as a queen. Our love isn't perfect, but it's real. And let me tell you, holding down a man in prison is not for the weak. It's a fight mentally, emotionally, spiritually, but we don't just survive, we build. So while he's been inside, we have started 2 businesses, which we will release and let you know more information about that. But most importantly, we built a movement, and that is based on healing, redemption, and second chances. That's why we created the Waiting Room Unlocked, because we know what it's like to be in that waiting room, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And we're here to unlock the truth behind it all. Now, this ain't just about prison stories. This is about life itself, about the real struggles, real victories, and real faith it takes to overcome the odds. We believe that God gives second chances and that prison doesn't define you. We believe in restoring families, breaking generational cycles, and creating a future that's bigger than our past mistakes. But let me be clear, this podcast is not some cleaned up, sugar-coated, let's just be positive show. Nah, we keep it 100% raw because real people need real conversations. Whether you're a prison wife, a former inmate, a mom holding it down, or just someone who wants to hear real, unfiltered truth, this space is exactly for you. So what's coming up on the Waiting Room Unlocked? Let me tell you this. These stories are going to shake you. We're talking to people who served time and are now rebuilding their lives. We're talking to the families who have to survive the system from the outside. We're talking about the things that nobody wants to say out loud. the system is broken, but the people inside it is not. And we're here to tell those stories, uncut, unfiltered, and unlocked. Meet me here every Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we're unlocking a new truth, and I want you to be a part of it. If you have a story to tell, make sure you hit me up. Email me at ashley@thewaitingroom.unlock.com, or you can DM me on all social media platforms. Your story matters and the world needs to hear it. I will see y'all next Tuesday. Are you ready to unlock the truth?